What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Trevor. So, guys, before we get into today's video, uh, please make sure that you have subscribed so that every time when I drop, you don't miss out. So, click the subscribe button and keep the notification on. Don't miss out because I'll be dropping every Sunday weekly analysis. Okay, so these are my trade ideas. So I will start with gold. So gold, you can see from the 4-hour time frame. So I usually start from the daily, but because I have already marked out I already have my markups on, so I'll be using the 4-hour time frame. All right, so this is what gold looks like. So we had a previous lower low over here, which has been broken, and price has already corrected. But now you see the market is creating higher lows. So okay, let me show you. So this is a low over here, okay, and we have a higher low here. So this could be a potential higher low, okay, but when we drop to 1 hour, you'll see, guys, how it looks like. So my question is, do we continue to sell this pair because it's creating higher lows? Chances are that the market might continue buying, turning into a bullish market, and chances are that the market might sell, because I see on 1 hour here we had a bit of volume going down, breaking this structure here, right? And I feel like the market just made like a 1 hour indication, sort of an indication, and it's correcting, and it might sell from here to the downside. So this is my thoughts on gold. So this was a high over here, and then another lower high here. So I feel like on gold, price is failing to buy. And another thing is that it's on our previous, this is happening on our previous lower low, which acts as a form of a resistance. So price is resisting buyers to come in, and sellers are coming in. So what I think is that gold might actually sell from there, so we can take sells next week during New York session. Yeah, this is what I think gold will do. So that's why we put stop loss above these lower highs, because if market decides to come here, you get stopped out, and this means that the trade was completely wrong and the trend wasn't really bearish. Okay, so which means market decided to shift. But yeah, I think it will sell. But since we sold here last week and market failed to complete this setup, I think it might have a chance to complete it. So yeah, these are my thoughts on gold. Let's move on to the next pair. Okay, guys, this is US30 again on 4-hour time frame. Price was bullish, creating higher highs, higher lows. Current higher high, and we expect a higher low. So this was an indication that buyers are in, right? So what we expect from US30 is for it to come back into this area, making a correction. Obviously, on lower time frames, it'll be looking like this. And for us to go in, it has to make a market structure shift. and then corrects, and then we enter off of that, and then we target our highs. So this is simple for USDT. So this is how we can get a signal in USDT. Target these highs, stop loss below. Yeah, so on indices, this is the only pair, you know, that looks promising. Nasdaq, I don't see anything on Nasdaq. S&P 500, I don't see anything. So I only see a setup for gold and USDT. So yeah, let's move on to the next pair. All right, jumping into currencies, the first currency pair that has a setup is GBPUSD. So you see the market was bullish over here, creating higher highs, higher lows, and then the market decided to shift, and yeah, it shifted, and then this was a previous higher low. So what we expect from this pair, because it has an indication, right? Sellers are in here, so this is an indication. So what we expect from this pair is for a correction into this area here, and then shift a bit, then we get an entry, and then we target the lower low, current lower low. Guys, when you're trading currencies, stop loss doesn't have to be crazy. Like 20 to 30 pips is a proper stop loss, to be honest, as long as your stop loss is just above some lower highs if you're selling. Okay, this would give us a 30 pips. This would give us a 1:7 if your stop loss is on 30 pips. Easy, 7.5 RR. That is good. That could flip like an account, as long as you're risking more than, more than 10%. But I usually go for 50%. I risk 50% of my account. So let's move on to the next pair. We have GBPAUD on 4-hour time frame over here. And okay, so let's see. Just want to see something over here. Okay, I usually measure like my indications, how many points they've moved. Okay, this one moved like that's proper. So this is another indication, and this is how it moved. Okay, the reason why I measure my indication is because I need to know when I get a trade, how many points am I going to, catch. So the market has been creating lower lows and lower highs. This is a lower high over here, and the lower low has been broken, and we expect the market to come into this area here. There's a correction, and we can get an entry in here. Yeah. We target these lower lows. That's what we expect. So GBPAUD looks good. This is a trade to watch this week. Don't miss out. Put it on your watch list. This is a trade you should be looking to trade this week. So wow, these pairs are giving us like a we're getting around like 7 and 8 RR. Like this gives us 8.65 RR, but this could be 9 because it's not exactly on 30 pips. I was trying to adjust, but yeah, this is a good risk reward ratio. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna make money this week. But let's jump into the next pair. Next pair we have is GBPUSD. Yes, it looks choppy, but it might still play out if you're patient, or you can hold this pair. This is a kind of pair that you can be holding for like more than 5 days. Because if you can look from here, Thursday till Friday. Friday. This is about like 8 to 9 days. 8 to 9 days of holding from here to here. So basically this moved from here to here about 7 to 8 days. So which means if you get a setup, you might be expecting that, but that's not always the case though. You know, the market can be different. Okay, this is what we expect. We can get a signal over here. Target your lower lows. 30 pip stop loss. This is a good, like, should be 1:5. It should be 1:5, really. Yeah, this is GBPUSD, guys. It looks good. Let's move on to the next pair. All right, so this is USDJPY on 4-hour time frame. Don't really feel confident about this one, but it's also a pair that you can look for. I don't really trade USDJPY. Sometimes it's really unpredictable, but yeah. Okay. Remember, all these pairs that I'm showing you, trade at New York session only. Don't trade London, don't trade Asia. You will regret. Just trade New York session. Just trust me. Trade New York session only. Okay? And then don't be on the charts all day. Make sure if it's not New York session, keep yourself busy with some other things. Be productive, whatever. If you're working, work, and stay away from the charts until it's New York session. That's the only time you should be looking at your charts during the week, New York session. Okay, so some of you lose because you trade because you are bored. Okay, so don't use the market to, you know, to satisfy yourself when you don't have anything else to do. So stay away from the markets and trade during New York session. So I just want to see the movement here. Okay, at least it's over 1,000 points, so that's valid. Okay, so since the market has been creating, okay, first of all, price is bullish, right? So it has been, this is a high, higher low, failed to break this higher high, created this higher low, and then finally broke it. But so we see that the market has been struggling here. So I don't know if this will play out, but since we trade off of reactions, I just want to see market come back here and Yeah, target these highs, but it might go beyond. It might go beyond. So buy from this level, just target a bit high. I don't know. Stop loss 30 pips. One is to 4, 1:5. You can stretch it if you want. The reason why I say you can stretch, this pair moves fast. Okay, you can touch your TP like right now. So this is a fast pair. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and it looks good. You can see the indication over there, and yeah, just look for buys. And let's move on to the next pair. Okay, the last pair we have is GBPUSD. Yeah. So it has been bearish. Okay. So you can see this lower low, lower high. This breakout structure here, breaking the lower low. This indication, okay, let's see. This indication has a move worth almost 1.5 points, which is like 140 pips. That's good. Okay, so what we expect from this pair is a correction. We expect a correction into this zone. Sometimes it goes a bit deeper, and then we wait for it to come back to the zone. You drop to your 15-minute time frame to get an entry, and then you sell. If you didn't watch my previous video, that means you missed out, and you missed out because I revealed how to get an entry on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Let's say you get like a 20 pip stop loss. This is what you get on it's to 7. But even if like the market gives me like a 20 pip stop loss, I usually stretch it more. This is because I know what could happen. The market could like go against you just a little bit to tease you and then continues. So this is why I put like a minimum of 30 pips. Yeah, that's it. This is how GBPUSD looks like. So if we're using like 30 pips, we're getting a 1:5.3 RR. But if you go with 20 pips, you get 1:8. Wow. So obviously what you do is that you go to your forex calculator, and then you punch in like your stop loss size, and you will get a proper lot size. It will give you the lot size that you should use according to the percentage you want to risk. So I risk 50% of the account because I do account flipping. Okay, so yeah, guys, this is it. I hope you have a good week and choose the right pair for yourself. Yeah, signing out.